Welcome back to Mastering Menopause. So today's episode is going to be fun. I've been playing around with Martin MacDonald's aggressive dieting calculator and doing some calculations for people. What it does is it predicts body fat loss or body fat percentage loss or pounds lost. So I've been playing around with Martin MacDonald's aggressive dieting calculator. This was something that we got free access to since we went to the seminar, we being myself and Megan, Coach Megan Hart. And it's a great way to predict weight loss. And then it also calculates the amount of calories and everything. So we do have to have some basic information. I am just going to have a hypothetical. I actually did do this for a couple of people over the weekend, but we're just going to make up a hypothetical. And if you want me to do this for you, then I would just need some information from you. But let's assume that we're just not going to assume. This woman is 170 pounds. She's 5'5". And she would like to lose 25 to 30 pounds. She wants to be around 140 or 145 pounds. And she's 35% body fat percentage. And you can get your body fat percentage at home using the neck measurement, a smallest area of your waist measurement, and then your hips measurement. And then you can run that through the Navy body fat calculator to get your predicted body fat. It's pretty accurate and it's free. And you can do this at home. All right, so with his calculator, everything has to be done in centimeters, and kilograms. But so what I'm going to do, so I've already made that conversion. He actually has that in the conversion as well. And so I'm punching this in as her current weight is 77. Let me see. I'm going to put it to female, and that is 77.3 kgs. And then her body fat percentage, it's a hypothetical 35%. And then her height is 152 centimeters. It's so weird, to convert. And then her age is 55. Okay. So we put that in, and then average steps per day. So I'm just going to put in an average of 7,000. It's asking for average hours of sleep. So I'm going to put in 7 hours. And then activity level would be your day to day. So we'll just say moderate, or let's just say moderate. And then as far as gym sessions, we'll be just 3 gym sessions per week. And so that gives a estimate of the calorie needs. So this person needs 2,082 calories to maintain that weight. Now we can go into the theoretical fat loss. And this is where it gets really interesting. This is where this calculator it really shines. So when we look, there's 4 levels. I'm just going to do the lowest and then the highest, or I would say there's fast, and that's one level. And then, it's fast, faster, right? It says, but not that fast, very fast. It also says in parentheses, possible muscle mass loss, and then the fastest fat loss and lowest hunger. So that's going to be the most aggressive. With the kind of fast, that's maximum muscle mass retention. So when we look at that is 1.35 kilograms. So now I got to do some math, darn it, which is, we're going to convert that. So that is the amount of weight that she can lose per week. 1.35 times 2.2 is 2.97 pounds in 1 week. And then if we go fastest, then that's 2.16 kg times 2.2. So that's 4.75 pounds in 1 week. So if somebody is looking to do an aggressive approach, then I would have this conversation with them, because it's also going to show what is your deficit for that day or for those weeks. It goes in ascending weeks, and so those change up. But having the conversation with the client and realizing hey, this is what you're going to be able to eat for calories this week. Imagine using a traditional approach, which I have done, and I'm not saying that everybody has to do this, but I do like a couple of weeks of doing this kind of approach. Now, I've had great success with my rapid fat loss protocol. That's a 2-week protocol. This one is different. This one is going to be a little bit longer. But if you had somebody that taking a typical moderate approach of losing 1 pound per week, that's going to be 25 to 30 weeks. That's 6 months to 7.5 months. And that's where motivation wanes. Now, this is going to be a lot easier to do, but when you're on a diet for that long, you start to lose motivation, you start to not be as consistent. And if you take an aggressive approach, that is going to require that you be diligent for sure, but you're going to lose that so much faster. So now when we're looking at this weight loss, like even at the slowest approach, 3 pounds a week, like then it would take, oh God, math, 25. So 3 pounds a week is 12. So potentially just over 2 months to lose those 25 pounds. Right? So this is really powerful. And that's at the slower approach at 4.75. Now this is a grind. Like I don't think that somebody could really stay there for longer than 5 weeks anyways, but that would be 5 times 5. So that would be 25 pounds. And so that is super, super motivating. And that is how you can get results faster. I like this approach. Maybe not going all the way through, but definitely doing this in stages and then getting a nice chunk off in 4 to 8 weeks. And then we can pull out and do a slower approach. With this calculator, like it says, so I'm going to just go to the slower approach. The kind of fast, and it will predict. You reevaluate your calories after week 3, and then it will time, are we doing refeeds? So I love this calculator because it's going to say, hey, you stay here, then we reassess, and then we got to figure out a refeed, which means that you're not always just going this grind for this period of time. And so having those refeeds, which would be great if you have a trip coming up or something like that. It's been very interesting to see this and use this approach. Stephanie did great with this approach. And we have a couple of other clients that are doing this as well. So I am waiting to hear from their results because they've just started. So I will keep you updated on what that looks like. But the traditional, like losing 1 pound a week, I think can be very unmotivating when you have a significant amount of weight to lose. Now, if you just have 5 to 10 pounds to lose, even then, I think I would be a little bit more aggressive because you can lose 5 to 7 pounds in 2 weeks using my rapid fat loss protocol as well. I think it's smarter to get in and get out, to get it done, and then get back to maintenance. And then even through all the processes, like you really do have to adjust your lifestyle and your habits. And with this style of eating, because it is so aggressive, there's not the chips and the snacks and the creamer and the coffee, right? Having these higher calorie foods. It's like some of those things just get cut out because there's no room in there. And then you start to lose your taste for those things. And that is how you change your lifestyle and your habits. It really is, it's like a big, huge pattern interrupt. And then you start to realize, I don't have the cravings anymore. That's what happened with Stephanie. She realized, like, I don't want to fill my diet with all this stuff. Like, I can have a cookie. She's like, but I don't want to have that. So really, she was like, I'm going to bring back, the foods that I bring back are going to be healthy foods. You reverse diet out of this as well. So there definitely is stages, right? You don't just like haul ass through this and then go back to what you were doing. So there definitely is some intention around this approach. So I just wanted to highlight what that looked like and spell that out. So if you want me to do this prediction for you, then I absolutely can. What I would need from you is I would need your weight. Let me just see. Yes, I would need your weight, height. I would need to know like what your day-to-day activity looks like. What's your gym schedule? What else was it asking? Steps. and also sleep. How much are you sleeping? And then I'm gonna need to know your body fat percentage. So if you could just do measurements for me and then send them to me in centimeters, then you'll do a neck measurement, smallest part of your waist, and then hips. So if this is something that you want me to do for you, then what I'll do is I'll just make a PDF of all the information that I need from you. And then if you could send that to me, then I can run this through the calculator. And what I'll do is I'll just do a Loom video that shows you exactly what it looks like on the calculator so that you can see what the results would be for yourself. So it's exciting to have this. I've been playing around with this, and I really do love this approach for fat loss. I am very much focused on fat loss rather than weight loss. And so this is a way to make sure that we are maintaining as much muscle as possible. When you do that, the faster, it was like the kind of fast is going to have the most muscle retention. And that again is why I like this faster approach, because when you go with the super fast, yes, you are going to lose some muscle in there, but if we can, you would do that with a long ass diet as well. Why not take this faster approach and then we can go back to building muscle? We don't lose like a ton of muscle with this approach because we are very much focusing on protein and still lifting, right? We're not doing cardio on this approach. This is going to be very much focused on weight training and keeping protein up so that you're not losing muscle. This is not like an Optavia diet where you're just eating bars and not doing any kind of weight training and not getting in your protein. That's the difference between where Optavia is very much a low calorie diet approach. It's not changing your lifestyle or your habits, and there's no conversation about any kind of training like to keep that muscle or making sure that we're keeping protein needs up as well. So this is aggressive as far as calories go. Yes, for sure. But let's get you your results, and then let's get you out of that and then getting back to building some muscle and just feeling confident for any event. I hate to say getting ready for summer, but guess what, guys? Now, if you want to look banging for summer, now is the time to start, right? Now, not in July. And so give yourself some time, whatever approach that you take. I like to do a blend of both. Let's go for a full-on sprint and then slow things down a little bit, especially for events and things like that. So that is the art of coaching, is setting up these phases for you so that you can get your maximum results, what you're comfortable with, and then feel amazing and not have to keep dieting over and over for events or for seasons or things like that. Just adjusting your lifestyle so that you can maintain the body that you want year round. If you would like this calculation, then just shoot me an email or send me a message on Facebook Messenger or on IG, and then I will get that information to you. What do I need from you? And I'll do a Loom video for you. All right, my friends, if you know anybody that would benefit from this information or that you want to share with, please do tag me, share the episode, tag it in your stories, tag me, and I would appreciate that. And I will talk to you next Thursday. Bye.